evening, everybody, and welcome to the 1988 Indy Super Bowl, the world's richest purse and America's most prestigious event. Hi, everybody, I'm Dave Grimm, and welcome to this tremendous show from the Indiana State Fair Coliseum. Working with me this year on the broadcast, Les Houck, veteran tractor and truck pull announcer. And Les, what do we look for at this year's Super Bowl?
David, every year at Super Bowl, part of the Red Man TNT All-American Series, we'll see the best in sleds, the best in tractors, the best in competitors, just the best of everything.
That's what makes it so super. We'll be back with the first class in just a moment.
Here we go, Wayne Rausch out of Dublin, Ohio. Wayne competing with two vehicles in this class, as many of the competitors do. Chevy fans, get ready. Ford won the first two-wheel drive truck class, and the Chevy say they're going to get it even this time around. Wayne Rausch, Dublin, Ohio, 1923 Ford Model T, 540 cubic inches of Keith Black Hemi under the hood. First guy down the track will be Tess Puller. After he makes his run, the officials will tell us whether they're satisfied with the sled setting. If they are, we will continue to run. Oh, great run for Wayne Rausch. Let's hear it for him.
Les, Wayne Rausch is down here at trackside. We just received word you're going to drop 6 positions. Why? That looked like an awfully good run.
Well, it pulled the motor down. I think it's really taking a lot of power. Maybe we'll drop it down a gear and see if we can do it a little better.
Good luck when you come back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wayne Rausch, Dublin, Ohio. He'll be back 6 positions later.
This wild red Chevy C-Cab belongs to Indiana's own Jim Brockman. Jim is definitely the hometown favorite here in Indianapolis. The fans would love to see him take the Super Bowl crown.
Out, Jim Brockman.
A fantastic full pull for Jim Brockman, putting the pressure on in Indianapolis. The rest of the pullers will have to match his run to stay alive in the Super Bowl. The next vehicle on the line is another classic Chevy rig, driven by another local puller. It's Floyd's Toy, a 52 Chevy panel truck with Ed Hilton at the
Lights
wheel.
are on the sled. Cheer him on, Chevy fans. He has to make a full pull to stay in the competition. Great run by Ed Hilton. Great run by Ed Hilton. Right now, out of Napoleon, Ohio, Tom Arps, 1974. Chevy stepside. Needs a full pull to stay in the competition. 1974 Chevy. Where's our Chevy fans? Let him hear it, Chevy fans. 540 cubic inches of Chevy power. Oh, great run for Tom Arps.
Tom Arps, you made a good run. Good for number 2 here at Super Bowl. It looked like the nose got a little light there at the end of your run. What happened?
I just didn't get enough weight on the front again.
Is this track taking a lot of power?
A lot of power.
How many cubic inches in your engine?
540.
540. What would you like to have?
640.
640. He needs another 100 cubes to make a full pull. But still a good run. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dave.
Ed Hilton, Winamac, Indiana, 1981 Dodge funny car Arius body, powered by 558 cubic inches of Arius engine. He's one of the guys that can challenge Jim Brockman for that number 1 position. It's going to be interesting to find out if the track will make any changes or whether the track will stay as is. They've already competed with 6 classes of competition so far this weekend. Run by Floyd Hilton. Great showing here for the Dodge machine. Let's hear it for him. Floyd Hilton, the Dodge machine, number 2.
I'll tell you, Les Houck, here's a happy guy. That was just a spectacular run that you made, Floyd. Describe it for us. Just super smooth all the way. A lot of horsepower.
Yeah, it was awful smooth. I need a little bit more weight up on the front. You know, I got a little bit high, but we're satisfied with that run. We're happy.
Is that about the best pull you've ever made at Super Pull?
Yeah, that is the best that I've ever made.
Super smooth and powerful for Floyd Hilton out of Hilton, Indiana.
Next, Wayne Rausch will give it another shot in his Model T. Stay tuned for more super action.
Wayne Rausch backing into hook to the sled. He's ready to make his run. Redman, America's best chew.
Wayne Rausch, the pulling professor from Dublin, Ohio. He chose to pull again, rejecting his first run, and it has proved to be a wise move. He'll have to take it out of here to stay alive in the
Top
Super Bowl.
competitors from across the country are here tonight. Here he goes, Wayne Rausch.
Wayne Rausch coming down the track. He's coming right on the front. Here he comes. The full pull, a spectacular run for Wayne Rausch from Dublin, Ohio, turning it on. Unbelievable power. Well, Les Houck, here's a happy guy. He came up short the first time he pulled as the #1 puller in the class, and he dropped 6 positions. This time he came back and made a full pull, and we now have a tie for the lead. He knew what he was doing. Congratulations, Wayne.
Thank you, Dave. That's always a real tough decision to make. You hate to turn down the first pull.
Do you think the track is drying out a little bit and the track is getting better?
I just think the track's better than it was Friday night. I think it's taking more power.
Well, right now we've got a 2-way pull-off coming up. You're going to enjoy that one because Brockman is one of your fierce competitors.
Brockman's an awful good competitor. There are about 6 or 8 guys back there that can also get it out.
Good luck in the pull-off.
Thank you.
Wayne Rausch from Dublin, Ohio. The Florida Cracker is a Ford AEROSTAR 1987 vintage. Chris Holdorf out of Winter Park, Florida, backing up to the sled. He's running a 604 cubic inch Ford engine. Chris Holdorf, one of the toughest competitors in this class, certainly wants to make a full pull. He hates to lose. This 604 cubic inch Ford engine will generate somewhere around 1,800 horsepower. He'll burn about 10 gallons of alcohol on this run.
Chris Holdorf, the Florida Cracker.
Florida Cracker AEROSTAR. Full pull. This is going to be an historic Super Pull shootout.
Les, Chris Holdorf is a very busy guy here tonight at Indy Super Bowl because he's pulling back-to-back. He's got his Ford AEROSTAR van, but he's also got a Ford Taurus station wagon. Unbelievable. And the folks here at Super Bowl love it. Let's see what he can do.
Ford fans, you think he can get the second one out the end? Yes, huh? Ford all the way. Out the end. Find out.
All right, Les, here we go now. Running back-to-back. He's already made one full pull. Here he goes. He had to struggle a little bit, Les. He had to struggle. The last 10 feet came pretty hard for him. A lot is at stake of these truck pullers here tonight. And Chris Holdorf, now you're having one of your best Indy Super Pulls ever, making back-to-back full pulls. What are your feelings right now as you take that helmet off here at Super Pull?
That's the name of the game, full pull up here. If you can't do it, you can't play.
All right, how important is it to you for you to win personally Super Pull?
It's very important for me personally to beat Jim Brockman. The rest of it, I've already won it once.
Well, congratulations. We've got a 4-way pull-off, and you've got half the vehicles in the pull-off. This is going to be a dandy, and congratulations and good luck.
Thanks, big guy.
All right, Chris Holdorf, boy, he's a heavy hitter here.
Out of Warrenton, Georgia. He calls it the Bad Dog. The 1968 Ford. A 1968 Ford powered by a 565 cubic inch AEROSTAR engine. Ford fans, you already have 2 of them out the end. Mike Stowe could make it number 3.
Well, Les, this is a very interesting truck. A year ago, they had a Chevrolet engine. They were under horsepower. But now the Stowe boys out of Georgia have gone up to that big Aries $30,000 West Coast motor. They've got plenty of horsepower to compete with Holdorf and Brockman and Rausch. Let's see if they've got enough here tonight.
The Bad Dog from Georgia scores a full pull and a chance to scrap in the big dog fight coming up in the pull-off.
All right, Chevy fans, get ready. The Midnight Express, Ken Lamont. He must make a full pull if he wants to stay in the competition.
Les, here's a guy that finished number 3 in the TNT Redman All-American Pulling Series. Here again, running one of those 575 cubic inch Aries engines. The big aluminum block motors seem to be dominating this two-wheel drive class. Kenny Lamont out of Crossville, Illinois, is on his way.
Ken Lamont, close enough to get it out the end. Chevy machines now have 2 in the pull-off. Dave, great run by Ken Lamont, the Midnight Express.
What was going through your mind as you got close to the end of the track?
Well, if you don't know the truth about it, I think I got clutch problems. It didn't act right coming off the line. It acted like I had quite a bit of clutch slippage. But I'll come back and try.
You don't care about the clutch slippage as long as you're in the pull-off with this kind of a prestigious field.
Oh, no, but that's what a lot of the hop was you were seeing, was the clutches trying to let go. But I'll try and solve it. I won't have time to take it apart and look at it, but I'll just do what I can.
He'll do what he can in fine fashion here at Super Pull 88. Good luck.
Thanks, Dave.
Next, 6 of the toughest teams in two-wheel drive pulling will battle it out for the Super Pull Championship. Ken Lamont has been working frantically to get his clutch in shape, but time is running out. The sled is reweighted and the pull-off is about to get underway. All 6 pullers finished in the top 15 in '87. Winning the Super Pull tonight would mean as much to any one of them as a season championship. Jim Brockman and his Chevy C-Cab will be the first up in this battle of the big guns.
The fans are coming alive here at Indianapolis as he backs up this 1908 Chevrolet C-Cab with a big Aries engine. Aries seem to have really taken this class by storm. Plenty of horsepower, plenty of cubic inches. Don't let the body fool you. There's a lot of horsepower under the hood. A homemade body. Jim Brockman out of New Haven, Indiana, up near Fort Wayne. The fans here in Indiana are ready to cheer him on.
Whoa, fire underneath the hood as he came down the track. Must have had a leaking alcohol line. You see the flames coming out from underneath the right side of the hood as he made his run down the track. Wayne Rausch has been at this business for a long time. He's what you call one of the professionals in the two-wheel drive truck pulling competition. This is the newest truck. It's about a year and a half old, the 1923 Model T Ford. Beautifully prepared Model T Ford, powered by the big block 541 cubic inch Keith Black Hemi.
All right, Wayne Rausch gets the green flag as he comes straight down the track. He's heading down the track. All right, Les Houck, it looks like we may have a new leader. We're watching the Redman All-American Pulling Series pile on, and they are going to move it now by about 3 feet. All right, Les, Wayne Rausch now has taken the lead by a couple of feet over Jim Brockman. How did the run feel, Wayne?
Felt pretty good. It won't be the winning one, but at least we tried.
Next up, the Florida Cracker, the man Chevy fans love to hate. He scored 2 spectacular full pulls to get both his AEROSTAR van and the Taurus wagon into the pull-off. This is the kind of hot dog competition that Holdorf loves. He'd like nothing better than to steal the show and bury the Chevy teams. He has to beat out Rausch's run of 219.3 feet, but you can bet Holdorf won't be happy unless he can pull it out of here one more time. A strong pull, but is it good enough to beat out Rausch's Model T?
Awful close. We're going to have to wait and see. Did he or did he not? Dave, how close is it down there?
Les, disaster has struck Chris Holdorf. We're standing down here next to the Red Man TNT All-American pylon, and he has come up a couple of feet. You can see him in the background walking down the track dejectedly. He thinks he owns Super Bowl for 1988. With a couple of wins, he feels mighty good, but he is short so far, and he's only got one more attempt, and that's in the Ford Taurus. Let's go to it now.
219 feet, 219 feet, 3 inches, the distance to beat. 219 and 3. Ford fans, here he goes.
Another fantastic full pull by the Florida Cracker.
Whoa, what a run for Chris Holdorf.
You just made a full pull. It went up on the screen here. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I heard the snide remarks you were making about my first pull, so I decided I'd have to do a little better.
Well, it's nice to have the luxury of 2 vehicles in the class, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it really is a plus if you got 2, but if you got 1 like this one, I want to thank Ralph and Dave Banter for all the help on the starting line and for building the damn best truck in the world.
He's awfully happy. Back to you, Les Houck. We'll see what happens. It may hold up. He makes another full pull.
We'll see if Ken Lamont was able to overcome the clutch problems he experienced on his first run.
Holdorf is feeling more confident all the time, but if he can get past this guy right here, he's got it in the bag. Ken Lamont, the farmer from Crossville, Illinois, has really been pulling 2-wheel drives a lot longer than many of the other guys in the class. Supercharged engine comes to life. Here we go. And I believe we've got some breakage out there with the Midnight Express.
Dave, the throttle linkage unhooked or broke. Tough break for Ken Lamont. Let's hear it for him, Chevy fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, not 3rd place, but 1st place as well. 1st and 3rd of the 1988 Indy Super Bowl, the Florida Cracker, Chris Holdorf. And I'll tell you, our sincere congratulations, big guy.
Well, I'd like to thank you, Dave, and the IPI for putting this on, all you people for coming here. You got the #1 indoor poll in the world here in Indianapolis. Anybody that doesn't come here goes somewhere else is just a chicken. Thanks again, folks.
Let's hear it for him, everybody, right here at the Indy Super Bowl. Champion tonight, taking 1st and 3rd place, Chris Holdorf.
The Big Daddies are next, the 11,000-pound pulling tractors.
The pursuit of power continues in April on Power Tracks with the Redman TNT Motorsport Series. See your favorite pullers, plus Bigfoot, Stomper, and the country's hottest monster trucks in daring, unpredictable side-by-side monster truck races. Coming up in April here on Power Tracks. April also marks the beginning of the 1988 Summer Circuit with valuable points and a total of $255,000 in points funds up for grabs. The circuit begins with monster truck racing in Roanoke Civic Center, April 8th and 9th. Meanwhile, Nashville Motor Speedway hosts pulling and monster truck racing in a doubleheader April 8th and 9th. The following weekend, top drivers roar into Tupelo, Mississippi for a pull at Spencer Speedway. Finally, April pulling action wraps up in Memphis at the Motorsport Park, April 29th and 30th. Catch the Redman TNT Motorsport Series action here on Power Tracks and in your hometown. Look for it.
As we join the 11,000-pound modified tractors in action, no team has yet been able to beat the sled. The track is taking a brutal beating from the RPMs of the big rear tires, but the sled refuses to go out.
This next tractor is going to be real unique because it has 5 big block aluminum engines in it, but the wheels on the front are very small. And many people wonder why such small wheels. That's so they can get the engines much further forward for their weight distribution. David Walsh out of Austin, Wisconsin will crank up this 10,000 horsepower brute and see if he can take the lead. This is a very interesting tractor, and let's see if it pans out for him at Super Bowl.
The best run of the night was the first pull by Dave Walsh. Let's take a look at a replay of his run. topped that first pull of 204.11 feet, and it remains the one to beat. Back to live action.
Fred Freeman, Mr. Cool, here in the state of Indiana. In the 1987 Indy Super Bowl, he won 2 classes. And here's a tracker that's got a shot at it, an 11,000-pound unlimited.
Fred Freeman with the mean mistreater, 185 feet. Fred finished number 4 in 87. He'd like to beat out the number 1 Banter brothers, who are up next.
Okay, Dave Banter, the Banter brothers. Ralph Banter, the guy that does the building. Dave Banter, the guy that does the driving. The Banter brothers hold the title to more Indy Super Bowl wins than anyone.
David Banter comes up short of the Redman TNT pylon, even though he was able to keep it running straight down the track. Dave Banter and Mr. Chevy will come up a couple of feet short.
Here's Phil Patterson in the SASSY MASSEY. In 87, Phil finished 5th behind Freeman and the Banters. He's out to put them both away tonight and hopefully take the lead from Walsh, too.
The distance he had to beat was 2:04.11. He did not do it. 1:92.7. He ends up number 2 position.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the 11,000-pound unlimited class is always tough, no matter where you pull. But when you win the Indy Super Bowl, you've won the best. And Dave Walsh, you made the original run, and I remember your dad asking everybody, it seemed like, should you take it? Well, it stood up. A lot of times, you know, it'll come back to haunt you later on, and this has got to be, what, the biggest thrill of your life?
Yeah, it is. To win any Super Bowl, it's a real thrill to win it. Your best tractors in the nation are here, and it's a real thrill to win it.
Congratulations, Dave Walsh, and good luck in the years to come on the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Circuit.
Thank you, Dave.
Well, that's going to do it for the 11,000-pound unlimited class of the 1988 Indy Super Bowl, a part of the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Circuit. For Les Houck, I'm Dave Grimm. So long, everybody.